morning, my name is Jackie. This is my 4th day of eating and I'm late for work. I will quickly show you what I've got. That's not for me, by the way, that's for my partner. But I will need to show you what I've got, what I'm doing, and dash to work because I'm late. So I've got my brand new lunchbox. There's a reason why, and I'll talk about that another time, probably later on. I've got my coffee about to dash. I've got my MCT oil in there and my favourite syrups. I am out of my favourite flavoured syrup, so I might go and grab some more on the way home. There are links below though to that. And also MCT, if that's something you want to put into your coffee, or your tea or your baking. Quite like this one. It's not from Palm or anything like that. And it's got a nice flavour. Well, it has no flavour, so that is good. So I'm going to grab this, dash out the door. I'm late, and I'll show you what I'm having as I'm having it. Okay, so my jazzy new lunchbox, which is very efficient, I have to say. I packed quite a bit for for the day. I packed a couple of chaffles, which when I squeezed them, they were still frozen. So I ended up having my Harvest bar, which I had in that huge haul last week. Delicious. If you ever wanted to try them, I recommend giving them a go. They're really, really tasty. And then I had just a couple of these cheeses. I've got so much cheese in my fridge. I think next week I'm going to ditch these and just use like block cheese and just chop it up myself in cubes to grab and take to work. And then my chaffles finally defrosted. I cooked these a while back over Christmas, I think, and just let them defrost. They're really tasty. I didn't put anything on them, like cream or anything like that. Just had them as they were. I went to the shop to get my syrup and it was an absolute bust. I ended up placing an online order instead. And then I went shopping for clothes. Oh no. So I went straight for the bigger size, which I shouldn't have done, and I went to the smaller one, which fit me pretty good. So I ended up grabbing this top, and no apologies for that. My first bell in 25 years. And then back to work, grabbed a boiled egg and one of these like meaty stick things that are chopped up or pulled apart. I keep reading about egg fast. I'm not sure if I can do an egg fast, but it's something I might consider doing. But yeah, that was an afternoon snack. And then I had my nuts. I think this is probably the last batch of nuts I have for a while. I have it every day, so I think I need to take a break and see if that improves my journey. I think that might be something that might be holding me back a little bit. So it is 5:20. So the reason why I got this new lunchbox is because I've decided when I'm on the later shift, I'm going to be bringing my dinner to work with me rather than getting home. So I finish work at 6. I'm not home till 7:30. And it's finding it a little bit too late for me. I work in a office which is full of free food because I work in the food industry and they just send us loads of free swag. I've literally got chocolate bars, bags of sugar, crisps, crackers, all sorts of stuff sitting here for free. So 5 o'clock when the office is empty like now, it's just too much temptation for me. So I've started, when I'm doing the shift, I'm bringing my dinner with me. It's one of my ready meals that I cooked at the weekend, and it's been in here for 10 hours and it's still really cold. It is really good at its job. It's really, really very cold. It actually feels colder than the freezer. I also did not eat some of my food that I did bring with me earlier. I'll show it to you anyway, but I didn't eat it. I made some chia seed crackers, which I was going to have with some pate, and I bought just some biltong, which I bought in my last haul. But I feel a bit bloated. I think it's more a case of I did a lot of stomach ab exercise yesterday and I feel a bit crampy from it. So I'm not actually going to eat these chia seeds crackers, but they're really tasty and I really do recommend cooking them. And this is going to be my evening meal, which I'm going to warm up in the microwave now. This was that broccoli. I will drain off a little bit of that liquid from the broccoli. And this is the pork, creamy pork I did with some herbs and some Brussels sprouts and the aubergine. I had this earlier in the week. It was bland, but the ingredients I used were bland. It was a bland casserole. So that's on me. I have put some chili sauce in the previous ones, but I didn't bring any today. I didn't realise sriracha had such quite a high carb content, but I'm going to warm this up now and have this. And this is really filling. I'm not actually overly hungry, but I'm going to have it, otherwise I won't be eating at all tonight. So I'm going to cook this now. It is pretty nice. It is bland. However, the best thing about this is, I've discovered, is using aubergine. It makes it really thick. So I think next time I do a slow cooker recipe, I'm going to use aubergine to make the casserole really thick, which is, I'm really pleased I've done this recipe just to discover that fact. So yeah, I'm really pleased with my new lunchbox. Kept it super cool. It was from Amazon. I'll leave a link below. It wasn't cheap. It was like 12 quid, which is pretty expensive for lunchbox, but it's done a great job. And the reason why I went for this specific one, it is wide enough for my Tupperware, because a lot of them are quite a lot thinner than this, or slimmer, but this one was the right width to fit these in, which I didn't have to go and buy loads of new stuff on multiple pots and pans and stuff. So I bought one intentionally that would fit these. So I'll leave a link below if you have that similar issue. So I'm going to warm this up now. Yeah, and carry on with a little bit more work. I didn't realise it was actually still frozen after 10, I think, hours on the corner of my desk. So it was still rock solid. So I'm really impressed with that bag. I think I'm going to take it on holiday with us for like drinks and stuff. It's really, really good, very efficient. So I'm going to be heading out home really soon. In fact, let's tidy up. Yeah, let's tidy up. Let's start tidying. So I just want to catch up, really. Some good things that happened this week. So obviously I've been a little bit frustrated about my journey being a little slow, and I am all open and up for advice and help, and I've had some really great tips from you guys and just some feedback. Particularly I think Peanut, who said about some of the things I'm eating are not strictly keto, and that might be a cause, which is actually really good. And so I went away and I'm thinking, yeah, I need to make some tweaks. I also downloaded an app that was recommended to me called Keto Diet app, and I'll leave a link to I think there's a blog, and then from the blog you can catch all the links to all the apps and stuff. And I've previously had this, and for some reason I must have deleted it. I don't even remember. It's probably years and years ago. So I don't know. I think there's a cost to the app, but I think I probably got it for free, or I paid for it previously, but I'm told there's a cost to it. Anyway, and it's really it's obviously it's aimed at people doing keto. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of free recipes on there, which you can just literally bash into your planner. And you can use metric or imperial. You can do weigh-ins, you can track your water, your mood, and build your own recipes the same way MyFitnessPal works. Now MyFitnessPal, it is good because it's so big, but I have issue with MyFitnessPal. One is the advice that they give you about calorie stuff is just disgusting, and it's put people on a really bad path and is quite destructive. And two, they want to charge you for every little thing. So this app looks really good and really helpful. So I'm going to give it a trial, look at some of the recipes, and also I plumbed in my data about my weight and my goals and all that stuff, and my activity levels. And it actually came out with some really interesting feedback. It said that basically I need to be having 30 carbs a day, which is the upper limit of what I do eat. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm eating too many calories at the moment based on my BMR. Your BMR is basically if you were laying down in bed all day, sedate, how many calories would you just need to survive? Your heartbeat and all those things. And mine's about 1850, give or take. So and I tend to eat between 1800 and 2000 at the top level, but try to stick to the 1800. But then also that's assuming I'm sedentary and I'm not going to the gym and all those things. But he's suggesting to hit my goals, to bring it down to 1550-ish, which is very interesting. Obviously I'm 280 whatever pounds. That seems a little bit low, but that might be the reason why I'm stalling. I need to be open-minded about why I'm not got the progress that I want. So that could be a reason. So I found that really interesting. And also there's always advice about don't have too much protein, and I've plumbed that into MyFitnessPal in the past and used that as a guideline, but it actually put my protein levels at a higher level and not my fat not quite as high. And this is a keto app designed by keto people, and people use it very successfully, looking at all the feedback is about it. And I actually posted about it on my Instagram, and the designer and the lady behind it said, yes, you do need more protein than you probably have been left to believe. You do need more, and it's basically not to be too frightened of it, which I think it can be a bit of a scare tactic. So again, that was really interesting. It basically had my protein around about 100 grams. I tend to try to aim for that anyway, because I do lifting and things, and I feel that's probably wise, because I've had issues in the past where I've lost weight and I've not eaten enough protein or fats, and I've had things like hair loss, and my bones have come, I've had an issue with my bone density, and I've broken bones and stuff, but let's not go talk about that. So it's been really interesting, and I'm really feeling motivated that this could be what I've been doing not quite right. So overeating on my calories, under eating slightly on my protein, and obviously in some things I have been consuming have not been strictly keto and not been the best for me. As Peanut said, my blood sugars, although the things I've been eating have been fitting my macros, they may be spiking my blood sugars. So the new plan, I've been sort of reading through this app and looking at it. I'm really feeling really positive about the slight change in direction. I've got some things I've already prepped, which I'm going to try and get rid of next week. Some of the meals in my freezer, they're probably absolutely fine, but I just want a clean slate. So I want to use those next week as my evening meals, and just get rid of them, and then start researching some of the recipes and things that are on there, and sort of do some planning based on some of the guidelines that are on there, and see you know, how I feel. So I'm going to get next week out of the way. I am going to take the guidelines of the calories and the protein, so eat whatever I've got, say come what may, get rid, and then have but use the guidelines for calories and proteins, and then the following week use some more of the guidelines about specific foods. So I'm going to sort of do it over a 2-week period, and I think after that I'm actually off work for a few days on and off, because my stepson's here. So I'm going to be at home. Might be a bit difficult. I always struggle when I'm off work eating properly, because I'm outside of my rhythm. But anyway, that's kind of where my plan is now. I'm feeling really positive and motivated. I'm thinking hopefully I might have some, you know, a way through to give me the better progress than I want, so what I'm currently getting. And yeah, I'm feeling really positive. So I'll leave a link below to the Keto app blog, and or hopefully we'll have links below if you want to take a look as well. It might be that you're looking for a bit of help as well. There is a free version of her app, and then there's a paid version. I have already got the paid one. I don't know how, like I said, I probably bought it like 5 years ago when it launched, like £1 or something. I have read someone said it was now £8, which is quite a lot for an app, but it does look really great. Look for the basic version and see what you think. And I'm also going to spend some time this weekend planning using some of her recipes for the week after, so I can get my shopping done. Try and use up what I've already got, you know, like still trying to use up some of my stash. So that's the plan. I'm feeling real positive. I'll leave a link to the blog, any recipes that I've used today. I probably have eaten about 1,600 calories today so far. I'm feeling really full up. It is 10 to 6, so I'm going to be jetting off in a little bit, and that's my printer whirling, sorry. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So I hope that's been helpful. And thank you as always for all of your feedback. I am never going to pretend that I know everything. To be fair, I don't think anyone knows everything about keto and dieting and weight loss. You see so many articles and stuff, and literally every other day there's new advice, and you think, oh, shut up. So no one's got the answers, but I will listen to any advice that I'm given. I just want to get from where I am now to my goal the healthiest way I can, as efficiently as I can, and frugally if I can, because you know I like saving money. So that is pretty much my goal. Rome wasn't built in a day, but I just want to get through it and smash. So I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Thank you as always for your support. I really do appreciate it. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments below, and I will see you guys at the weekend for my haul. I've already done one little haul this week and filmed it. So that's going to be featuring so my haul and my plans and all that stuff, and of course next Monday for my weekly weigh-in. I'm not feeling, sorry, my heater's going, I'm not feeling overly positive, because I did have a little cheeky weigh-in this morning, and it's like, well, nothing's really happening. But again, if I'm doing things not as I should be, that's the reason why. So I'm kind of looking at this as get the week out of the way and start Monday as a bit of a fresh. So I'll still weigh in though. I'd love to see you there. Please feel free to like and subscribe, because I'd love to see you and join me and join you on your journey. And I will see you guys in the next video.